Okay, so I just found out something today that I am incredibly excited about. This video is all about Shannon Hale, so if you don't like her or her books, then go read them, because if you don't like them, it probably means you haven't read them. Okay, so Shannon Hale is a member of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints, and she's an incredibly gifted writer. I am a huge fan of hers. I read all the Goose Girl books and loved them. Of the four, Anna Burning probably had the most impact on me. I read all the Princess Academy books and adored them. The third book is probably my favorite because it's basically Anne Shirley fighting Cayman. Just kidding, kind of. I also read all the Ever After High books as a 30-something-year-old woman, and I'm excited to read those to my daughter. I also love Dangerous, Austenland, Midnight in Austenland, and The Actor and the Housewife broke me. Okay, sorry, back to the point. Among other children's books, Shannon Hale has written a series called The Princess in Black, which my family and I adore. My daughter loves these books, and we're constantly buying the newest one. Well, my partner just notified me that Shannon Hale just released a new one. So yeah, for reasons after I saw this, I decided to do some digging. I used to follow her social media pretty regularly, but since leaving the church in 2021, I sort of lost track of her. I found out that she loves the Barbie movie and is mad about the Oscars. Who isn't? She also has a cat named Mike Hat.
Your dog's name is Mike Hat?
And Mike Hat.
Your dog's name is Mike, last name Hat.
Well, his full name is Michael Hat.
And it turns out that Shannon Hale is an LGBTQ ally. And this also leads me to another book that she wrote, which we found at the store, and we bought it just because it had her name on it. And it's called Itty Bitty Kittycorn. The story is about a kitten who desperately wants to be a unicorn. And the kitten meets a friend that has a secret of their own. As we read the book in the store, we couldn't help but, see that it was transgender affirming. And I know she's a member of the church, so I wasn't sure if that was intentional, but we loved it, so we bought it anyway. But yeah, totally on purpose, one of Shannon's biggest messages is that we should allow children to be themselves. And currently, Texas is trying to get this book banned. And the Deseret News released an article about it about 4 months ago. And that led me to this clip.
I've been told the problem with it is it encourages children to be who they are. I know we laugh because it's like you're not reinventing the wheel there in children's books. But the fear, what's the fear behind it? If you tell a child to be who they are, then you can't control who they're going to become. And that's really scary. And that's what always happens with fear. It starts with fear, and the response to fear is control. And that's what we're seeing. And what I really want to do today, and throughout this whole hour that we're going to be together, is to see how we can inject compassion into that fear. Because fear cannot last when there's compassion involved. As soon as we inject compassion into fear, the shell dissolves, and what's left is curiosity. And when we're curious about things, then we really make solutions. Then we can really see what the problems are, and we can problem solve together.
I freaking love her. Also, there was an article published last year on Mother Jones titled, "Are You There, God? It's Me, Shannon Hale." And I want to read some of that to you. Concerning her new Princess in Black book, Hale addressed the hypocrisy of readers who embrace a strong female character but reject a male character who isn't conventionally macho. She speaks out against policies that she considers hateful, abortion bans, for instance, and rules that seek to limit gender-affirming medical care. And of course, she opposes book banning. The article goes on to say that aside from being an author, Hale's other identity is as a member of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints, and that she is also a liberal activist. The article also says that she stopped going to church in 2021, and that ultimately, it was the church's rejection of LGBTQ people, history of racism, and continual subjugation of women that led her to stop attending. Though she still sees good in the church and considers herself a Mormon, she didn't want to raise her children in that environment. Still, there is a genuine sense of loss. Shannon Hale said, "I am Mormon. I was born and raised in it, and generations back. It isn't like something I can just pluck out of myself. It's still who I am, but I don't quite belong there, and I don't belong anywhere." Shannon, if you're out there, my heart goes out to you. I love you. I love your books. You are my childhood hero and the reason I have a bachelor's degree in literature. And I am thrilled that you were spreading these messages of hope, acceptance, and validation. The church lost a great one.